go.
Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Love Island USA, Season 8, Episode 9.
How y'all doing?
Good.
Y'all doing good? Y'all
Very
doing good?
good.
Y'all doing good? I need y'all to subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. Let's get into it, Blair. You ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
All right. So we're around the fire pit. Andrea chose Rob. Nicole chose Kendall. So Cordell and Hakeem get text that y'all can go ahead and sit down now.
Yeah. Sit down.
Hannah gets a text that Leah and Hannah are now single and they are vulnerable. Leah says that she'll be fine. She said, F you, Rob. And at this point, we're going to get to see another side of Leah.
That's basically what she's saying. She said, we're going to see another side of her. Interesting. Okay.
So she goes to tell the girls that she's not going to behave anymore. Rob has folded at every bombshell, and she's not going to speak to him ever again.
I don't know how factual that is, but I hear you, Leah.
Leah says after she saw him crying, she got the ick. It was absolutely disgusting to her.
She said he was crying on the floor like a little bitch, and I got the ick. It's so interesting how when a guy cries or emotionally cries, whatever y'all want to call it, now you got the ick, but she just kept talking about him.
Yeah.
He wasn't even in the room. I think he went to Soul Ties or somewhere. He went somewhere off with his new girl, and yet she's going on a tangent about Rob, about how she feels. What is your feelings about what's going on so far?
My feelings so far, Leah's just reeling. She's reeling, she's spiraling, just like they talked about last episode. But at least now she has a reason to, because Rob got chosen and Rob wanted to be chosen. So here you go.
Yeah, I mean, it just is what it is.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. It's interesting. Like I said, Leah has cried literally every episode.
Yeah.
Literally every episode, because she's battling thoughts in her head. She's battling thoughts that she thinks she's made up and things of that nature. But, you know, this is basically a pattern of Leah. So we get used to it. So it's kind of like it's no longer in affect us, you know?
So Andrea and Rob are in soul ties.
Yeah.
Rob is telling Andrea that Leah mouthed F you to him. He feels better about his decision now after seeing how she acted. Andrea feels like her connection with Rob feels safe and genuine. She tells him that he should kiss her, and he does.
The thing about their connection is, even though they are together, Andrea is actually in danger of being with Rob. Not because he's a gaslighter, as y'all like to say, or he's a manipulator, as y'all like to say. It's really because even though he's in a happier situation, you just like who you like. You can't help who you like.
Right.
This is what we see in school all the time. This is what little kids do, right? And when I say little kids, I'm talking about like high school, teenagers and things of that nature. To where it's like you with this girl, y'all break up all the time, y'all have a big fight, and the next thing you know, by the end of the school year, y'all back together.
Yep.
It just is what it is. It just, you like that, and you can't really help yourself, you know?
And as much as Leah is ranting and raving and talking about how he gave her the ick, that girl wants that man.
Exactly.
She wants that man at the end of the day.
She's trying to talk her way through it, but it's not convincing at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why she keeps talking about it. She can't stop herself. So Liv pulls Hakeem for a chat.
Yeah.
She calls him a liar. Hakeem tells her, look, we've been having issues since the start.
True.
They talked about things that they're not compatible with and they need to work on. He says that he doesn't think that she's actually going to be able to improve on the things that they talked about.
Yeah.
Liv says, you know, I call you and your friends on your BS, and that's what your problem is. You're immature and you're a POS. She walks off. He says that if you are mature, you can sit and talk to me like a mature person. You are the most negative person in the house, and the root of a lot of the problems here is you.
What is your thoughts on that?
Well, let me tell you what Liv said. So
Okay.
Liv is crying in the confessional. She's saying that he's condescending and rude, and she really just didn't want to get strung along. My thing about that is, Hakeem, you literally talked to Nicole for like 2 minutes.
It was two.
So it kind of was a shock that you wanted to get chose by her.
Yeah.
I can't fault him for wanting to explore his options, but I will say, if we're talking about respectability, he did not give Liv a heads up at all that he was interested. So she was really thrown for a loop. I do think that he's right, that she's pretty doggone negative, and she kind of puts the battery in a lot of the girls' back to be in these confrontational situations that they can't handle. But honestly, Hakeem was a little grimy in the situation. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I will say this, right? Right message, maybe wrong messenger, right? Liv is definitely the worst thing that you could call a mean person is mean. They don't like that for some reason, right? And Olivia, remember, this champion that everybody's champion, Leah, and things of that nature, a lot of things that she's done is based off of the motivation that Leah gave her.
Liv
gave her, excuse me, right? So Liv gave Leah a lot of motivation to do the things that she's done. When she was spiraling and everybody was trying to tell her to calm down, she told Leah to go upstairs and get Rob. Right? When Leah was trying to calm down and Janae was trying to calm her down and things like that, Liv was in the corner saying, who cares? Say it. Just say it. And then she said, F you, Rob. You know what I'm saying? So there is a lot of confusion that happens in that house because of Liv. Now, here's the bright side about it. When it comes to us reviewing the show, it makes for great TV.
Yeah.
Right? But I will say that living in that house, I can only imagine that, hey, who is the person that's always like in the situation that really it has nothing to do with them, but they always in the situation?
And I mean, you can even look at when Liv was telling Hannah to go ahead and break up the conversation
between
what's the name, Kendall and Hakeem. But at least Hannah was somewhat smart enough to be like, I'm not going to do that by myself.
Exactly.
If you want me to do that, you need to come on with me.
Yes.
So,
and I think this is one of those situations to where she is gaslighting Hakeem. I don't think she likes Hakeem. She just don't like being played. There's a difference, right? I told y'all, if y'all check the playlist, that she is basically this trophy girl that basically like she put herself on a pedestal and publicly in front of everybody he embarrassed her. That doesn't mean that he embarrassed her because she likes him and things like that. I think she don't like Hakeem. I think he's a placeholder for her. But the fact that he kind of beat her to the punch, it's like, how dare you? You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about them too.
So Liv goes to the girls and cries.
Yeah.
She's saying that he is so rude.
Yeah.
Connor asks Hakeem if he's good. Hakeem walks up to Connor and Janae as they're sitting there. Hakeem explains the situation.
Yeah.
She wished that he would have told her that it wouldn't work out, talking about Liv. He says that they had issues and he was exploring other options.
Yeah.
She started acting out, and Connor says she is definitely fiery.
Yeah.
Well, as Hakeem walks away and kind of gathers himself, Janae is telling Connor about how grateful she is, how mature he is, and how he just makes her feel so secure in their situation.
Yeah.
Watch how the conversation turns.
What happens?
Connor says that she is his best connection, but they are here to explore. He wants to have a conversation with Leah. Janae says that she's not the jealous type. He can go ahead and explore, but she's in the confessional crying.
See, the thing about this is Connor is the guy that y'all accusing Rob to be, right? Whole time he's coupled up with Janae, giving her all these empty nothings and things of that nature, right? And whole time he has eyes for someone that's not even a bombshell, someone who been in the house.
And that's what I was saying. I'm just like, so you had this feeling for this person, and you never once wanted to let Janae know that you were interested in anybody else. And that's what we're saying. It's not like she's a bombshell and this is a new person, a new situation. I got to try to figure out what I'm feeling. Leah has been here, and Connor has said nothing to Janae about it. So, yes, a little question mark goes off in my head.
Yes.
Like, so you were using Janae.
Exactly.
You were using her.
Using her as a placeholder.
Yeah.
And the minute that Leah was single or not with Rob, because he said, Rob is my friend.
Yeah.
But the minute that Leah is not with Rob, you're like, oh, yeah, by the way, I want to play Love Island.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? See, the thing about it is that we are accusing Rob, or a lot of people are accusing Rob and thinking like, oh, you shouldn't have did that to Leah because for some reason we choose this girl who needs flashcards and who's vacant to be like our champion, and she's not my champion. I'm not claiming her to be my champion because she's for one, I don't think she's all the way there. She's erratic, she's very dramatic, very emotional. She don't listen when people talk
at all.
As we go see in this episode, everything that Rob basically said. You get what I'm saying? So my thing is like Connor is actually the evil one because Connor's the one that's basically been telling this girl Janae that like, yeah, you are my strongest connection, but guess what? I don't want to stay with my strongest connection.
Yeah.
And I wonder why, Connor. Don't make me pull it from under this table, brother.
Okay.
Don't make me pull this dashiki from under the table. Why don't you want to stay with Janae? Why you want to... See, it's one thing when you can hide your moves when another bombshell come in, but now you talking about like, oh yeah, by the way, right after she complimented y'all. Let's keep going because I think more will come out.
So Connor gets a chance to talk to Leah. Leah says that Rob makes her feel like she has to apologize. That's all Leah can talk about is Rob. That's all she could talk about. Connor likes Rob, but he also likes Leah too. So he's trying to walk this fine line.
Yeah.
He told Janae that he was open to getting to know Leah.
Yeah.
He felt a strong connection when he talked to her before. Leah says, Rob has options, yet she's sitting here vulnerable and single.
Whole time,
Did that conversation go well?
No, it didn't go well because one person was trying to talk to one person while the other person was ignoring the conversation. And y'all can guess who was the one ignoring the conversation? The one that don't listen.
Yeah.
The one that Rob said, you don't listen to me when I talk. So it's not a Rob thing. Rob not gaslighting there because Connor was talking. This is a new guy. This is a whole new situation, and she's not listening to what he's saying. Mm-hmm. He's trying to strike up a conversation, trying to talk to her, basically trying to ease his way, trying to slither his way.
Yeah.
He's the real snake. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to slither his way of trying to talk to Leah, and that's when she's over there like, you know what I hate about Rob? Mm-hmm. You know, Rob just he's this, he's that, he's this, he's that, and now Connor just got to sit there with the okay. Yeah. Where really it's just she's just trying to talk her way through the hurt.
Leah's just sitting up here talking about Rob and all these options he has, not even realizing or connecting that she has an option sitting in front of her face. Lord.
Let's keep going.
Moving on, Janae, Aaron, Andrea, and Kendall talk. Mm-hmm. Janae hopes that Leah's intentions are pure. It's not a game to her. She says she's 27. It's not a game. Mm-hmm. She's worried. She wants to see everyone happy, but she herself, she wants to be happy too. She knows that Connor and Leah have a lot in common. They're into plants. She can't name all the plants. She's stressing out. Mm-hmm. Thankfully, Aaron knows some things about bonsais and cheese plants, and he's trying to give her the lowdown.
Yeah. Now here's my problem with Janae. I told you about my queen. I told you about my sister from another mister, right? My sister from another mister is always being put in a position where she has to prove herself, prove her worth. I don't know the plants' names. Yeah. I'm over here doing stretches and things of that nature. Let's work out. What workouts you do? And I'm like, I'm gonna give respect to this commenter. I don't know her name, but I think it's Boss Woman or Bossman or whatever it is. You know who I'm talking about. She said when Coy was eliminated, right, that she is gonna regret maybe being with Connor.
Yeah, and right? I'm seeing it.
Right? And I'm like, but Coy had to go.
Yeah, Coy had to go. He had to go. Coy wasn't giving nothing. He had to go.
But maybe you're onto something because all I kept seeing through every episode since she's been with Connor is why and how much she expressed how much she liked Connor.
Yeah.
To the point where he's having a conversation and she feels like she has to stretch and do all these things to impress. Be you.
Versus he's sitting down to Leah and Leah can't even stand to pay attention to the conversation. She over here talking about Rob, but Connor, he continuously pulls Leah's for chats, no matter if she's listening to the conversation or not. Goodness. He doesn't care about the connection.
I'm trying not to call this girl a bad word on this show.
Okay.
Talk about Leah.
Well,
right?
then let's move on. So you don't have to.
My whole point is, right, Janae, you're over here trying to prove yourself, trying to prove your worth. And I'm trying to show you and tell you, Leah don't even have to do half the work you're trying to do. She doesn't. He doesn't value you. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
So Serena and Cordell talk.
Mm-hmm.
So he would have been for it if Nicole would have chose him. Okay. Serena hasn't gotten a romantic spark with anyone yet, but she knows that it takes a while for her to get there. She feels that she's the type who kind of needs to warm up slowly, and she tells him that she is still open to him. Cordell thinks it's weird how when he stopped showing interest, now she's warming up to him. But ultimately, they're just like, look, we're both going to do our own thing, and whatever happens, happens.
Hey, here's the thing about that. So far, these first couple of scenes with these women so far, this group of women that's been shown on this show has been so erratic and weird.
Yeah.
It's not women are weird. These women right here. Serena, how dare you, as I said last episode, how dare you basically try to go to Cordell and basically try to like manipulate him in some way and try to play with his emotions and play with his time because you know that you don't got nobody.
Yeah.
You know that you're at danger and you're in danger rather of being eliminated. I don't think you have a single bone in your body that is attracted to Cordell. Right? But the fact that you know Cordell liked you, the fact that you know that Cordell will go the extra mile of trying to please you, the fact you know Cordell will make you breakfast, he wants to make you tea, he wants to make sure you're happy, he'll even pick you up. You know what I'm saying? Even though it hurts his body.
Yeah.
You're going to use that to your advantage to stay in the house until you actually don't warm up to someone you actually like.
Yeah.
And that's not fair to Cordell.
No. How I felt about the scene, pretty much, I don't understand Serena. I think Serena just doesn't like anybody, but like you said, she's trying to like keep her stake on the show. She wants to continue to be involved. It seems like she just wants to hang out with the girls and chill by the pool. So, we'll see. Honestly, I feel like Cordell shouldn't give her a chance. He already sees that it's weird, and he said something along the lines of it's not going to be the same as what it was before. No. Because he can tell like she's trying to use him. Is how it's coming off. She's using him. It's just not cool.
She's using him.
So as they're getting ready for bed, Leah says that Rob is awful for not pulling her and speaking to her after he was chosen by Andrea. She thinks he is so dramatic.
So why would I pull you right after when you was cussing me out in front of everybody? You call me bitch. You basically talk about you have to ick, and you talking about how awkward I am and basically how disgusted you are. How you say don't talk to me no more throughout the whole time we there. Why like what is this like thing you're trying to do here?
I thought you said you didn't want to talk to him again, but now you're upset because he didn't pull you for a chat. So that's why I'm just like, Leah, let me put it this way. Leah can be upset. I don't think she's in the wrong for being upset. She had a strong connection with Rob. She can be upset. But Leah is just doing a lot. She's doing a lot of whining, doing a lot of complaining.
She's been whining.
She's not trying to talk to Rob to clear the air or anything like that. Not at all. She wants to just go around and be angry. Pretty much.
Let her be angry.
Yeah. So, nighttime, Rob and Andrea are cuddling as soon as they get in the bed.
Of course.
No pats on the head to Leah to say goodnight.
Nope.
Nicole and Kendall make out, and Andrea and Rob make out as well.
So and of course, we ain't even got to mention Kayla and Aaron because they always going to be together and stuff.
So it's the next morning. Aaron is feeling bad for Liv, so him and some of the other guys make breakfast for her.
I didn't like that.
Liv is hurt. Kayla's crying with her when the guys come up and bring the breakfast, and they said, this is an apology from Hakeem. Hakeem actually sees Liv getting ready in the bathroom and decides just to hold off. I'm good for now.
I'll brush my teeth later.
Andrea and Rob end up having breakfast together. Leah is upset, talking about why does she have to apologize to Rob.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Connor asked Leah what her favorite candies are. And we learned some more about Leah, about her favorite candies versus how she feels about Rob.
Yeah.
Janae rather they not have the conversation in the kitchen while she's trying to make a smoothie, so she goes to sit by Serena.
Yeah.
Rob tells Andrea that he's going to go ahead and talk to Leah, so he pulls Leah for a chat. He thinks it's best that they leave all the drama, pretty much everything in the past, try to start fresh. Leah says it literally pains her to look at him. Rob says that you said you care about me and my feelings, but it's apparent that you don't. Leah says, well, you don't care about my feelings.
Oh, well, okay.
Rob says that he's not here for her feelings. Leah says, you could have said that that's what you wanted, that you wanted her. You don't care about me. You never have based off of your actions. Leah thinks Rob is showing his true colors at this point. Rob says that he does understand Leah's feelings. He does like her. She says she doesn't want to talk to him or look at him. And he's like, why did you agree to the chat? Rob decided to just end the conversation there because honestly, it was going nowhere.
Yeah, the whole time he couldn't even get a word in because she's talking and she's basically spiraling.
Yeah.
Right? She's spiraling. She's whining. She's basically saying like, and what a lot of people is going to take from this conversation, I fear that a lot of people is going to take away from the conversation that he said, I'm here for my feelings. Like I'm not here for your feelings. But that's after the fact of she's keep cutting him off, not letting him talk, not letting him get to express his feelings. When he says basically, whenever he starts talking about his feelings, she go, well, my feelings hurt. So after a while, as Rob is sitting there and he's throwing his head back and things like that, and this is not me, quote unquote, defending Rob. This is me questioning why are we behind Leah?
Yeah.
That's really what the whole premise of my whole argument is.
Yeah, Leah is not a shining star, y'all.
No, like don't even like.
Is it fair for her to be hurt by the situation? Yes. But
it's that.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even gonna go that far because we gonna see that she's a hypocrite in that. So my whole thing is like the whole point that she's trying to make it out to where like someone manipulated her and tricked her and all this stuff. That's not the truth. Somebody is going to get hurt in Love Island. That's what you sign up for. But I don't think it's something as dramatic or something as extreme to the point where you never liked me. You never wanted to be with me. I did like you until someone else came in.
Yeah.
I did want it to be with you until someone else come in. And then I get to compare the person that's new to you. I realize that when I talk to you, you're always whining. I always got to talk you off the cliff. You never listen to me. You don't care about my feelings and things of that nature. When I talk to this other person, I feel happy. I don't have to talk them off the cliff. Things of that nature. They care about how I feel, you know? It's much easier. Mm-hmm. So I want to explore that.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do on the show. And I just think Leah is just so wrapped up in how she feels, and she have the right to be. But I don't feel like we should be behind her. Like that's kind of strange with all these deep comments and deep think pieces that everybody's making about like how Rob is the worst because he gaslit Leah. Nobody gaslit Leah. Leah just didn't get what she wanted.
She didn't get what she wanted.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. So Connor talks to Leah again. I'm like, Connor is continuing to talk to this girl.
Exactly.
And he talks to her about her favorite cartoons. Mm-hmm. They both learned that they like doing outdoor activities. Mm-hmm. Leah says with Connor, she feels like she can breathe. She can take it easy. She doesn't have to worry about hurting his feelings. Janae loves Leah, but she wishes that it was anyone else but Leah. Mm-hmm. Janae wants to be wrong about them most likely going to be hitting it off.
Yeah, it's one thing that she said in the previous scene, so where she wants Connor to be happy and she wants Leah to be happy, but she also wants to be happy too. And this is what happens, in my opinion, when you take the mother may I role in the house. Mm-hmm. When you want to take the role to where everybody come to you and you're kind of like the mentor to everybody, to where everybody basically look to you for advice to basically keep the mood of the house down, nobody thinks about you.
Yeah.
You're right. In this moment, while you're thinking about everybody else, Leah's not thinking about you.
No.
Connor's not thinking about you. And he's actually the one that's actually committing the crime in my eyes. He's the one that's the snake. Mm-hmm. Because he's the one that's been faking and lying to you the whole time. Mm. So it's like, it's kind of sad to see that Janae is actually in this position. Mm-hmm. And she didn't even put herself in this position. This just happened to her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So Kendall and Janae talk.
Yeah. So
Kendall is telling her word is Connor is feeling Leah.
Yeah.
You'll find out more if you really chat with Leah. And Janae says that she doesn't. Leah, when you talk to her, all she talks about is Rob. She doesn't really talk about Connor. Mm-hmm. Kendall says, basically, you got to use everything you got with Connor. He's sleeping on you.
Of course he is.
Hakeem chats with Liv. Mm-hmm. She wasn't receptive to their conversation before, so he wants to try to give it another time to talk about it.
Yeah.
So Hakeem says that he was trying to give it more time for her to improve on some of the things that they talked about. Mm-hmm. Liv felt that he was looking at her condescendingly during the conversation. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, I can't with Liv. Because I feel like he wasn't being condescending. I think he was really trying to talk to her.
I think she was just angry in the moment. It was an angry night for everybody.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Liv wants to know why she had to pull him after he was the one who stood up wanting to get chosen. Mm-hmm. He wasn't taking accountability, and the blame was all on her. Mm-hmm. He says that he's going to improve on the way he handles things, and he apologizes for some of the things he could have said better. Now, I'll say this. Hakeem was not taking accountability.
He didn't.
He did turn it all on Liv to say, you were the one who we had all these issues and all this type of stuff. But Hakeem, you never said it was a deal breaker. Yeah. You never really said you were interested in Nicole. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it wasn't fair to put all the blame on Liv. And literally that morning, she made you some breakfast. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Hey, listen here. Hakeem, when you stood up, when you had one conversation that lasted 3 minutes with that woman.
It was hilarious.
You should have known that the swing you was taking was a long shot.
Yeah. And
that you would not have a home after this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have took it if I had one conversation with that person. It makes sense for Rob to take it. It makes sense for Kendall and even Cordell to take it because they've been on dates with these people. You haven't been on dates. You caught her on the way while she was walking somewhere else.
She was walking to the bathroom. Exactly. He's like, hey, can I pull you for a second?
Hakeem. You know what I mean? And then you stood up. It's like you kind of put yourself in this position.
Right. So Leah pulls Janae for a talk.
Yeah.
Leah thinks that she and Connor want to get to know each other more. Mm-hmm. She says that they both felt this connection but never spoke on it. They have a lot in common. Janae tells her that she isn't used to be someone's second choice. Then Leah starts crying. She's disappointed in just how everything ended up, and Janae decides to console her.
Do this scene remind you of something, Blair?
You tell me.
It kind of reminds me of what y'all say what Rob did to Leah.
The manipulation with the tears?
The manipulation with the tears. The gas.
So I got to take... So you get to take my man and cry, and now I'm over here hugging you and rubbing your back. What is that?
It's called gaslighting manipulation. This is the definition.
I was like, I wish Janae would have walked up and walked away.
So,
I mean, honestly, it didn't have to be a fight or anything, but it was like overkill. Like, why are you consoling this girl?
Leah, what did Leah say in this? She says that they felt that it was they both felt that the connection always been there, but they didn't speak on it. Why are you gonna say that, knowing that you've been talking about Rob for the past 8 episodes straight?
Yeah.
What connection you talking about?
Never seen it.
Never seen it. You never spoke on it. But now that there's interest, right? Now you're in survival mode. You're by yourself. You go to one of the people that was defending you, right? Mother May I, as I call her, and basically say, "Oh yeah, there's me and Connor want to explore this connection because it always been there, but we never spoke on it." And then you cry after you basically telling Janae that, like, yeah, you gonna be by yourself.
Yeah.
That's very dramatic in my eyes. It's very interesting that the thing that Leah is mad at Rob for doing, she's doing it to somebody else with Connor. And Connor is actually the snake in all of this. I call that a hypocrite. But this is the champion that everybody want to raise up and say, Leah, Leah, Leah. I can't get behind Leah, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can't.
Well, Serena gets a text. There's going to be a kissing game tonight.
Yeah.
So it's the Maybelline kissing booth. The boys are all blindfolded. The girls have to kiss each boy. The boys rate each kiss out of 10.
Yeah.
The girl with the most points wins the bragging rights.
Of course.
So Connor, when it was Leah's turn, was grabbing on her booty. Says it's been one of the best kisses, and he gives it a 9.
That is crazy.
Rob felt that the person didn't really want to kiss him, so he gave it a 6.
Yeah, of course.
Liv didn't kiss Hakeem. Connor says that it was more tooth than tongue. Cordell said it was aggressive, and it looked very aggressive. Her mouth was wide open and going to kiss these people.
So let me get this straight. Liv can't hold a conversation. She's not interested. I rated her a 3 because you see my wife, right? And she can't kiss. What can you do, Liv?
Okay.
What can you do? But she want to be sought after and want to be put on a pedestal. Interesting. Okay, cool.
Well, Aaron knew it was Kaylor when they kissed.
Of course.
Rob ranked Andrea's kiss a 10. He said the kiss was his speed and his hands were wandering and the curves were crazy. Kendall ranked Nicole a 10. She smelled really good. Yeah. Connor gives Janae a 7. And the winner for the girls is Kaylor.
Yeah, I mean, Kaylor got all the practice. She's been kissing all the guys in the villa.
Pretty much.
You know?
Now it's the boys' turn.
Yeah.
So Leah stuck her whole tongue out for Connor. She rated it a 9. Janae said that sounds like Leah's was way better than everyone. She gave it an 8. Cordell was licking on Serena's neck. Kaylor rated the.
I ain't gonna hold you. That Cordell kiss was disgusting.
I felt just all the kissing stuff. I'm like, this is just a whole lot of spit and germs, and I was just like, this is a lot.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Kaylor rated her kiss a 4 with Cordell. He just stayed on her lower lip. Serena rated it a 10. Kendall goes in to give every girl an amazing kiss. He's really trying to win. Nicole rates it a 10. Janae gives it a 9. Mind you, Janae's talking about who's going to feel up on my booty. Nobody's feeling up on my booty.
Yeah.
Hakeem takes his shirt off. He's kissing on Leah, sucking on her arms. She compared it to a mosquito. Yeah. Liv knew it was Hakeem, so she ended up stopping kissing him. Hannah wanted more out of the kiss. Yeah. Leah felt like he was hungry. She gave him a 5. Liv ends up giving him a 5. Hannah thought it was really good. She gave it a 10, as well as Janae.
I think Hannah and Hakeem is going to end up back together.
Possibly.
Kendall?
Possibly.
And Kendall, you got to figure out what to do. You know what I'm saying?
He's with Nicole.
Is Kendall with? Oh, he is with Nicole. Yeah. He is with Nicole. Well, I think. Liv got to figure out what to do. Okay, Liv got to figure out what to do. Yep.
Serena thought Rob's kiss was sensual. Rob basically just like is filling up all on Andrea when he's kissing her. Rob really grabs Janae's booty like she requested and gives her the kiss of the night. Leah knows who it is. She gives it an 8. Serena thought the kiss was Aaron. Andrea said it's a hideaway kiss, and this is the last time y'all going to experience this. And she rates it a 10. Janae gives it an 8. She's hoping it was Aaron because she was like, Rob wouldn't be smacking on my booty like that.
Yes, he did.
But he absolutely did.
Listen here. Leah said, listen here. He knows what I like. And even when you saw them kissing, I'm telling y'all, don't be so mad at Rob, guys. We know how this go end up. I think they gonna end up back together.
I think so too.
Because they are that type of toxic couple that it's like Rob would leave a happy situation, right, to be back in a miserable situation. This girl can talk. This girl can make him laugh, can make him do all these things. But, you know, she's not Leah. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And guess what? Connor could be buff. He could be strong. He could be tall. He could be all these things. But he's not Rob. It's just the same type of puppy love, high school, immature love that we see all the time.
So Aaron is up next.
Yeah.
But then we get another bombshell. Miguel, 27, from London. He kisses all the ladies. Serena said the kiss felt like a man's kiss. Okay. He said that he's going to take his time with this one when it's on Andrea.
Oh, man. Rob didn't like that.
Janae had her kiss, and she said, who the F was that? The ladies know for sure that this last kiss was not Aaron. And that's where we end.
I like how they brought him in the middle of the game.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts overall with the Leah situation, the episode, just all the above, the Connor, the Janae, all the above?
I'm just going to say this is an amazing season.
Yes.
There's so many things going on for so many different angles, and the characters on this show are just so entertaining, including Leah, even though she gets on my nerves a little bit with all this complaining. But I honestly do think Leah and Rob are going to find their way back to each other. If I'm wrong, sue me. Yeah. But overall, it was a great episode. And Cordell, don't give Serena another chance.
Yeah. Don't do that.
It's weird. It's a weird situation.
Yeah. One thing that I want to point out at the end of this episode, when we saw the preview for tomorrow's episode, we see Leah yelling at Janae, basically like, you know, like, that's not your boyfriend. Y'all not official. It just seems like the pot calling the kettle black, and it just seems like a lot of pot calling, kettle calling, whatever you want to call it. And I just find it very interesting of what y'all gonna say about Leah now. I already seen the tide turning because I was looking online before we recorded. A lot of people are mad because they wasn't expecting Janae to be caught in the crossfire. And I'm like, well, guess what? The same mad that y'all mad at Leah, let's share that with Connor. Okay. Because Connor was the one. Connor is the one that actually did the thing that y'all accusing Rob of.
Yeah.
He's the one that was fake liking Janae, waiting for Leah, who has been in the house, to get single, and then to dump Janae for no reason.
No reason.
Just off the strength of, I want to talk to Leah.
Yeah.
That's foul.
Yeah. Because you're over here talking to the new girl, talking about, my head probably won't get turned and all this type of stuff. Yeah, your head is just waiting to turn for Leah.
Exactly. Whole time I'm thinking I got to worry about bombshells, but I got to worry about my sister.
Yeah.
And everything. Listen here, I want y'all to comment. I want y'all to subscribe. I want y'all to like. I do have a PSA. When you do leave a comment, as respectful as y'all been this week, right? Continue the respect.
Some of y'all.
Some of y'all. But I would prefer, do not mention other reviewers in our comments, right? Respect to everybody, but you don't need to tell us to watch another reviewer so we can learn something. We watching the same show as everybody else watching.
And this is our opinion.
And this is our channel.
Yeah.
It takes two. Anything else?
That's all I got.
Y'all be good.
Bye.